5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey, what's going on, world? It's your girl, Shy, and welcome back for the third time of us doing this damn intro to the CheyTea podcast.
Hey.
Hello, friends. Welcome back. We got a friend of the show here.
Eleonora, back in the building. You already know.
Real sisters all day, every day, just
Period.
in case you didn't already know. Welcome. Thank you for joining us again. And we got to get the promo out the way. So let's just get the promo. Let's just get everything out the way. You know, the ads and all that stuff. Please make sure you are following us on our social media platforms, TikTok and Instagram at CheyTea Podcast. Also, if you're listening to us, continue to follow us, continue to support us on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts, leaving us a 5-star review and, leave a little comment. I think you have to leave a comment in order to leave the 5-star review.
Yeah, do all of that.
So just do that.
Yeah, just do all of that.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have some special guests that are going to be joining us for some YouTube content, and we're going to be pushing a lot of things forward. So make sure you watch. I've been just preparing everything. I'm almost done the vlog. I'm almost done. Yes, I know
the birthday Aquarius season vlog is coming finally.
Late, but it is coming, friends, and I'm finally halfway finished. I just had so much footage to go through.
It's fine. A little intro to the summer where we're gonna have.
Yes, because we open.
We open regardless.
We open regardless. Yes.
Yeah,
So let's catch up. How you doing?
I'm chilling. Out here, guys. I went to a banquet hall party last night. Aaliyah doesn't do these things. I understand that it's for some people, but not for I. It was fun though. It was vibes, but I went home at 1:45.
Girl,
that's usually when the people them start rolling into the function.
I had your location just sitting on the bed, screen on full brightness, because I was like, I'm gonna watch her go home.
Yeah, but I did go. Mind you, not every night bad mind people come out, but banquet hall parties don't really have a good rep. So but it was fun though overall for the little hour that I was there. But she was cute.
Let's go. So I was there for an hour.
Yeah, and I went home. Out. Yeah, in and out, quick thing. Show face and cut.
That's good. That's good. You're a hot foot.
Yeah, outside.
I can't. Thanks for asking how I'm doing.
We were getting there.
Okay.
How are you doing, Miss Shantae? How you doing?
I was gonna say the other one.
I was. Go ahead.
On this public platform, please.
No, ma'am. How you doing, Miss Shantae?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well.
As you should. Booked and busy.
Yes, I'm actually
stuttering.
I'm blessed and I'm stuttering. I'm blessed and I am.
Round of applause.
And it's a lot, but it's nothing that I can't handle. So
that is that.
Juggling a full-time job, juggling being a full-time dance teacher, juggling being a full-time podcast host. I have 6 days a week of just always doing something.
We here, but that's what we do.
I know, that's what we do.
We don't complain. We don't complain. We don't waste no time. Yeah. We do what we got to do.
And I'm still in a relationship, and I still get to, spend some time with my man. I was going to say something inappropriate, but we're not going to do that today.
We're not doing that. Not today.
But yes, I still have time to spend time with my man. So, find your priorities, women. All women, men, everybody. Hold yourselves accountable.
Listen, we all have this. I mean, it's a cliche. We all got the same 24 hours, friends. Use your time wisely. Utilize it the best way you can. Sometimes it's good to
just chill and rest.
No, sometimes you need to rest your body.
Rest your body, rest your fronts. Okay? But no, you want to
be able to balance your time and energy and such.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So we got a few things we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, we have a few things to talk about.
Yeah. We just going to do a little chit chat.
Is there anything to catch up on? Anything that happened?
Not really. Honestly, guys, I don't really pay attention to news with celebrities and stuff as much as I used to. I had to unfollow Shade Room off of Instagram because I just felt it was just too toxic for my timeline. So I don't really know what's going on. She's I'm gonna be honest here. I still follow them.
I mean, it is toxic, but it's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. You tell me. Am I missing anything?
Well, what happened?
I know the whole little baby situation and whatever girl that he was talking about.
Jada?
Yeah. That's her name? Yeah, her.
They broke up again?
I don't know. They're sending
Yeah, I think they broke up because of some text. Men you do one thing to y'all be doing 27 things to women, and then the one time you get a little taste. The one time that you get a little taste a little
You want to cry,
taste.
your chest all burn you.
Yeah, your chest all bun you. I'm like, what is your problem? Look
Can
how
you
many things you've done to her.
imagine?
And I mean, like 37 wrongs still don't make a right, but
It does
still.
not, but like, damn, you do one thing to a man and then
I know
heart
he's just
break
acting.
forever.
Listen, anyways,
Yeah, it's
but
thought it was funny, but yeah,
yeah,
no,
they
not
break up
really.
every 5 seconds though. But I'm sure they'll probably get back together. So
I lied. They still have more money than me, so there's that.
your boy Jesse,
Oh yeah, he's released.
Jesse Smollett.
I heard it on the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah, the man said, I am out.
Yeah.
He said, y'all can't hold me down. He said, I'm gonna let y'all
I
know
think he
I'm
was in there for like
idle.
7 days. I don't even think he was in there for
Yeah, it
that
was like
long.
6 days.
Oh
He
yeah.
said, I am
He said,
not
I'm out.
idle. I am not
He
idle.
said,
And
release me.
I'm saying idle because we can't say that word. But
Oh.
I'm idle. I'm not idle. Sorry, I'm not idle. But if something happens to me,
He said, release me.
had them shaking in his boots, and he just said, I'm out.
I'm out. Outside.
You know what? I don't wish jail on anyone because jail is
Especially
not
jail in the States and the stuff I watch on Netflix. It is not
everywhere.
cute.
I don't care where it is. States, Africa, Canada, don't matter. I don't wish jail on anyone. So, hey man, if the man
unless you
gets
deserve
released, gets released. Even if you deserve it, like it's still like yeah, like but I still like jail is not like it's not fun. Just knowing that you're like your freedom is just
But some
taken.
people put
Some
themselves
people
there.
deserve it. Like don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, like you still deserve it, but like I'm not gonna wish it on
Oh
anyone.
no, I'm not wish the bad mind upon other
No,
people because
like
I don't want
won't.
bad mind to come to
Yeah,
me.
I
So
don't wish it on
it's
you.
okay.
So
Live your life.
I mean, that's that. There wasn't really anything like else. Oh, before we get into it, like
What I miss?
speaking of beef, did you see that everybody unfollowed Mike the Stallion?
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Do we
the
have
girls are
sound effects?
shaking.
Do we have sound effects? I don't know what kind of sound effects to go here, but oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, gasp. See, I told you see, I
Yeah,
told
let's
you
just-
guys don't
yeah.
jump the gun. I'm
in
not
real time
in real
because
time.
obviously we pre-record our
Yes.
episodes, but in real time, a couple of days ago, Drake and Rihanna unfollowed Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh my gosh.
The girls are shaking.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, like I'm not gonna say anything because like a verdict hasn't come out. Like nothing has been.
But he's been Tory Lanez has been sticking to his story from day one.
Tory Lanez has
and
been,
he's he hasn't switched.
But mind you, like he hasn't really like spoken about it fully.
Yeah, but don't you think I personally think that like if he really did something, he wouldn't talk as much about it. And I just not just him. I go with that in general. Like I wouldn't say anything.
I think that he wasn't talking at all. I think that at some point, like in the beginning, he couldn't say anything.
No, yeah, probably because
So
it was like a pending case.
he wasn't able to talk for a while.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. We've touched base on this before, but it's been a brief conversation from before, and people have unpacked it. People have given their thoughts and their full like breakdown. I know that like the industry knows.
Of course they do.
So I think because the industry knows, we're gonna start seeing a lot of things. But hey, man, I just hope that whatever comes out,
the truth shall set you free.
The truth is out, and really, we will never know what happened.
No, we will never know what happened.
I mean, as long as it comes out,
there'll still be different versions of that story, anyways, regardless.
Right?
But yeah.
Well, that's for the current events right now, because that's all I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, they're not really going. And Chris Brown is coming up with a track. He gave us a little 25 seconds. Sorry, y'all know I know everything about Chris Brown, and it sounds fantastic. Just thought I'd put that out there.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it.
You're so annoying. Yeah. When this episode is out, it'll be like a couple of days after. So
yeah. So, anyways, let's get into it.
So family.
What about it?
Oh man.
Well.
I don't know. Family is a tricky thing. I think that everyone has like their differences and their opinions on what family is and what family means to them.
Yeah. And so let's start there. What does family mean to you? Like, does it mean that like your friends are your family? Like, do you consider like family like they have to be strictly your blood and like you separate your family and your friends, or do you consider like your friends like part of your family? Like, no, like those are my dogs. Like we're in that. Like we're like peanut butter and jelly, Bati and Bench.
I think like I don't like to necessarily like call my friends my family anymore, just because like um I haven't had the best experience with friends
Wow,
overall.
that's crazy.
So I consider my friends and I, the friends that I have, like really close. I consider a few of my friends like really close. So I would say we are like family, but
Hmm.
I don't consider them family. And that's no tea, no shade, but it's just,
You keep your family and your
yeah,
friends
I
separate.
keep my family and my friends separate because there are certain things that like my family, like yourself, like you are going to be there. You're my sister.
Yeah,
So you're going to stand by my side. You're
yeah,
going to be with me in good times, bad times,
yeah.
like you have always been there. I think that if I start putting my friends or holding them to that caliber, then it's gonna
Y-
almost be like I'm setting myself up for disappointment.
Yeah, because you're expecting a lot more from them now.
Right. And then
Yeah,
because I expect this from you, like that to I don't want that to be the downfall, or like I don't want any expectations, and like I don't want any like preset anything. Like I
yeah,
just want my friendships to be
yeah.
solid.
I hear that because, like, for me, everybody, all of my 5 friends know who my best friend is, and like
Mhm.
I consider her family,
Mhm.
and consider her family because we've been friends for so long.
Mhm.
We've been friends for almost 15 years.
Yeah.
So it's just like you are my family now,
Yeah.
and it's not to say that all of my friends outside of her are not like family, but like I agree with you in that sense. Like they're my really, really close friends, and like you
Yes.
guys are my dogs.
Yeah.
But she's the only one who, like, if you ask her anything about me, she can answer that.
Mhm.
But I'm not gonna. I've learned after that, like you don't find friendships like that, so you hold on to that. And I don't want to mix my friends and make them into my family because, again, like you said, I'm gonna expect more from them, and I don't want to expect the same things I expect from my best friend from them as well because that's a lot
Mhm.
to deal with.
Mhm.
And we don't really have that many years on our friendship, so I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, if you call me and like you're in dire need of help, I'll come forward, but like I wouldn't call you family. I would just call you like you're my dogs, you're my closest friend. But like that
Mhm.
one friend is my family because of our timeline and because of our history and even how our friendship dynamic even started. So it kind of made her family with everything from like day one. But like, yeah, it makes sense because like you don't want to expect things from your friends because then if and when they disappoint you, God forbid, then you're like, okay, well, I'm not gonna come to you and be like, oh, well, I expected you to be my family. Like, why are you doing this to me? Type thing.
No. Yeah. I definitely agree with that, and I think it's okay to like you can have best friends. Um I consider like I have really close friends,
Yeah,
and I have a friend that like I'm really close with. Like we're close, and like we share a lot of things with each other. Like
yeah,
I share a lot of things with her. I'm not afraid to be vulnerable with her.
yeah,
I share everything with her, and we talk on like a regular basis. And then I have another friend who's I've known for years, and since we were in elementary school, and she's my really good friend. And I got to shout her out because I know she's going to listen to this and she's going to hear this.
shout out
And, you
her.
know, it was, you know, I didn't post her on the what was it, International Women's Day. I didn't post her because her profile's not public, it's
Public.
private.
Oh,
So, like, you know who you are, friend.
shout out to
You
you.
already know who you are, because you know when I was moving, like my girl was here, and she put together
Excuse the
the
dry cough.
chest. Um,
Excuse the dry
she
cough,
put
friends.
together the kitchen. She organized it. So like
Shout out to
that's
you.
my
And
friend.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
that's a good friend that
yeah,
you might not talk to 7 days a week,
yeah.
but you know that no matter what
She'll
stage
show
your
up for
life,
the
she'll show
important
up.
days.
And
Yeah,
that's how you
and
keep, and I
that's how
think
I
that's
like
how
it.
you can still keep a friendship without saying, oh, that's my family and I need to talk to you every
Yeah.
day. Because regardless, at any point in your life, she was always there. You might
Hmm.
not have talked to her every day, but if you called her, she'd answer. If you messaged her, she'd answer.
She has
She's
been
always
somebody
been
who's
there.
remained solid,
Yeah.
and like there's never been a form of any type of disrespect in
Yeah.
any type of way. So it's like she is like, yeah,
And
she's
you're
up there
there, and you
too.
guys have both been there in the sense for like the milestones in each of your lives, which is great.
Yeah, and we're gonna continue. Like when it's my turn, she's gonna be there. When it's her turn, I'm gonna be there. Like there's
Exactly.
always gonna be. So yeah, like I don't really, to answer your question longer, like I already did.
It's fine.
I know who my closest friends are, and I
Exactly.
like to keep it that way because Not all family is good for you.
Absolutely not. No, I'm like, I'm just saying they're not, because at the end of the day, yeah, they say, oh, well, blood's thicker than water. Well, yeah, that's nice, but if blood is thicker than water, then why are you doing me a certain way?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't say that.
I think some people find that there's a missing substance of value
Yeah,
when it comes
they
to
just assume that because we're family, you're supposed to do this for
yeah,
me.
like I'm just
No, I'm
supposed to
not.
do things, like I'm just supposed to always like I find like some people try to like overstep their boundaries
Yes.
when it comes, because oh, we are family, we're family, I'm supposed to be able to do this because we're family, this is supposed to happen because we're family. Like I, I hear what you're
I
saying,
hear you, yeah.
but I just don't think that matters.
Like, for me now, it's like, for instance, if we weren't as close
Mm-hmm.
and like you wanted me to do something for you and I haven't heard from you in like months,
Yeah.
and then you come to me and say, hey, Aaliyah, ABCD, and I'm like, but where have you been? Like, where
Yeah,
have you been?
we
And
all
then you're
have
gonna come
that.
and say, oh, but we're family. No,
Yeah. We all have
I
that
don't talk
one
to
family
you.
member that is like that only calls you when they need something.
And I don't do that. Don't do that to me, please don't. I beg.
Like you only call when like you need something. Other than that, I don't hear
I
from
don't hear
you.
from you. That's dumb.
Like I don't even hear from you on like a
A birthday.
birthday. And I don't need to hear from you every single day, but it's like, you know, like birthday, like a holiday here and there, like,
Or even a
but
look, a
it's
check
like,
in. How you
yeah,
doing?
like
Yeah,
just
you all right? Yeah, breathe.
yeah. But it's like when I don't hear anything, and then it's like when there's like good things that are happening in your life, and like I don't know what's going on or I don't hear anything. And then when you need me for something, you want to throw in, oh, we're family. So like there shouldn't be a cost. There shouldn't be anything to it because we're family.
No,
But on your happiest moments
I'm not
that
there.
you should be sharing with your family,
Yeah.
I'm not there.
Like, if I'm gonna ask you to do something, like if I say, oh, Shine, I need to choreograph something for somebody,
Mm-hmm.
I know that just because you're my sister, I'm not asking you as my sister.
You're
I'm
asking
asking you
me, yeah.
as Cheyenne, the dance teacher,
Yeah.
Cheyenne, the choreographer,
Mm-hmm.
Cheyenne. That's who I'm asking you. I'm not asking you, oh, Cheyenne, you're my sister, so come choreograph this minute and 30-second piece for me for free. Like, I'm not doing that.
No, absolutely
And
not.
I don't do that because I would say, oh, well, I have to put money in my sister's pocket. I do that because this is what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm asking you to come to work. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, because you're my sister, you're supposed to do me a solid and do this for me for free. No.
No. I think that when you don't know your boundaries with me, like it's really easy for me to cut you off, family or not.
Yeah, it's very much so with her.
Like
Very much so.
family or not. Like I don't necessarily have to like be in like any type of situation with you. It doesn't have to be like no malice. It doesn't have to be no
No, there
war.
would be
It
no
doesn't have to
beef.
be no
You'll just be
argument.
like,
But it's
separate.
like, yeah, I just want to separate myself from you because I don't know. I find that like when you try to like talk, like there's certain family members that I know that like I can talk to and I can just be like I can just be solid with. I don't
Yeah.
necessarily need to talk to you every day, but like
Yes.
I can just be solid with you. You can be solid with me. We don't overstep. We do what we have to do.
Yeah.
Then I find that there's other family members where like I have to watch how I say things because they're so sensitive to how I speak.
But I think that's also with like Caribbean culture as well.
Yeah,
Because they
that
think
too.
that depending on the attitude and depending on how you deliver your emotions, you might be passing your place. And I think that happens a lot in our culture, and it's like it's kind of a little bit frustrating because it's like I'm not trying to overstep or give you attitude or anything. I'm just trying to tell you how I'm feeling, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they take it the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, well, then I just can't talk to you then.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I try, you think I'm giving you attitude and you think I'm being disrespectful, but I'm not. I'm trying, and especially we're big adults. So it's not like I have to baby or tiptoe around it. I'm a big girl. So I'm
Yeah.
going to come to you as an adult because you are also an adult. Of course, I'm going to respect you regardless, whether you are my family or not. But you can't assume that because I'm coming to you one way, it's because I'm trying to get disrespectful or I'm trying to get rude. And that's usually the side that they tend to lean on and say, they'll pick up the phone and go call me and go, oh, well, whatever. She was getting bright and she was giving me attitude. And it's like, but no, I'm just trying to talk to you. But what are you staring at?
I'm listening to you.
Oh.
And you talk really fast. So like I gotta wait for like when you stop.
You're like look like you're in space, that's why.
No. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to what you're saying. See now you made me like lose train of thought because I had what you were saying in my head. when they call you, and then they go like that. Okay, so yeah. No, I agree when it comes to like the Caribbean. I think that they probably don't look at it as us growing up. Like I don't want to say like I'm more grown than anything, but it's like I am a grown woman, and it's like when it comes to certain things, I have to cut you off. If you are just going to be pressed on something and like I can't change the outcome. And if the outcome doesn't affect you or I, then why are we going to like keep this in between us?
Mm-hmm.
If I try to explain something to you and I'm like, "Yo, let's not just take it there. Let's not take it there." And then you look at it as I'm trying to be a parental, or I'm trying to tell you how to live
Or
your life,
pass
or
your
tell you, yeah,
place.
like I'm not. I just don't want lines, or I just don't want boundaries to be crossed. And if I say something like that, it's not to get at you. It's to just help you. And I think that it's important that if family or not, if there's something that you are not respecting,
Say it.
say it. And if I say it to you and you're still not going to respect my boundaries and you're not going to respect my
Then
wishes,
just remove
and
yourself.
especially when the what I'm asking of is fair,
Yep.
I'm going to remove myself from you. I'm not going to remove you from me.
Yeah.
You can stay where you are. I will never block. I will never do any of that stuff to my family. Like I'm not going to do that. However, I'm going to just remove myself from the situation.
Yeah.
And it's like when you are ready to see or understand or like talk or discuss, then like I will come to you.
Yeah.
But until then, I'm not going to push for something to
Yeah.
happen when you're not understanding what my boundaries are.
Yeah.
I think it's as simple as that.
That's facts.
Do you think sometimes it's important to cut off a family member for like just your health and wealth?
Yes. I've done it. I had to do it recently.
Mm-hmm.
And you're well aware of the situation. I'm not sitting down and arguing with nobody. I'm not going to make me feel like I'm supposed to be guilty of the situation because of the certain things that I didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to allow you to approach me about a situation that happened to me and then flip the script and then make it a situation about you. I'm not doing that. So I just remove myself.
Right.
And I just won't have to talk to you. That don't mean I love you any less. That don't mean I care for you any less. That don't mean I like you any less. I just say, okay, this is how you're behaving. So let me just be over here and you do what you got to do. And that's it. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to stress out myself because of you. I'll just leave you to do what you got to do. And we move.
Yeah. I just don't see the point of any type of like disrespect. And again, I don't have any problems like speaking on that situation without obviously speaking on it because it's not, you know.
Yeah.
But I just don't feel like, hey man, I don't understand like how it trickled down to me when like I really had nothing to do with it. And it's gonna go into another
I was
topic
just about
later.
to say that, yeah.
But it like, yes, you are my sister. And yes, I can be extremely protective of you. We have other siblings, but like you and I have a tighter bond.
Yeah, because we're girls.
Right. Not even just that. It's just I don't know. We just from time we've just
always been together
closer.
from like when we were young because we danced together.
Yeah.
So we've always like we have other siblings like she said, but we've always just been together.
Right.
So that's kind of how we just
But
stayed
that's
together.
fine that like that you're my sister and that we're together and that I'm the closest with you, but that doesn't mean that like your problems are my problems.
No, they're not.
And if I intervene and I'm like, okay, like I'm just trying to be like, all right, like this is family, like let's just let's just try to diffuse the situation, and then it's like it comes back onto me like my tone was aggressive, and maybe it might have been, but the intent was not to be aggressive. And if I explain that to you and you still want to act that way, then it's like that's your decision, and I cannot tell any family member, any person, any friend, any spouse how to feel,
how to react to a situation,
or how to react. And if you want to react to that way, then yes. But if I'm telling you this is not my intent, this was not my motive, I am not doing this, and you're still not seeing that, or you're still not comprehending, or you may not believe that, then that's fine. But I know that I communicated that.
Yep.
And if I communicate it and you're still behaving the way you are, then it's like it's cool.
Yep.
let me remove myself from the situation. That doesn't mean if you call my phone, I'm not going to answer.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean if you message me, I'm not going to answer. It's not even like, I'm not going to act weird. It's not like birthdays are going to come up. I'm not going to say happy birthday. It's not to that point. Now, have I done that before where I cut you off because of something that you did or something that had happened or something that I did where I had to remove myself?
Yeah, but I don't cut you off forever.
It's not, I'm not cutting you off forever. I just needed space from you.
Yeah.
But in the moment, even if in that space where I'm not speaking with you or I'm not like ready to, have that kind of relationship we had before, if you needed me, you could call my phone.
Yeah. And like, I still
if
love
something
you regardless.
happened, the love is, you're my family. You can't pick your family. But at the same time, if I feel that there's something I need to remove myself from, I'm going to do it.
And as you should. Protect your peace, yo. That's what it is.
Friends. What's beef, yo? What's beef?
Beef is your... Let me not.
Stop it.
I didn't say anything.
Listen, I found myself in the middle of an unintentional beef. Unprovoked the other day. And I just want to quickly talk about it. Like, I'm not going to go into big details of it.
Just a quick little sprinkle.
Yo, honestly, I've never been like I know you have felt that before.
Listen.
Yes, we will get into that. But I have never been the one to like be in a beef and not realize like I was in the beef. Like unintentionally, like I inserted myself in it and like chose a side.
All you were doing was just trying to just live your life, and
I was doing my job.
I was about to say that, and do your job.
I was doing my job. I got hired to do something. I was doing my job. The job that paid me, I was doing it. And I didn't know. And honestly, it's like, I thought about different scenarios. I'm like, yo, okay, if I didn't know about it, does it make it that bad? Or if I had known, do I say I don't want to do it?
No, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's all to that person and how they want to react to that situation, because you can't get upset at me for doing my job. If somebody hires me to do something, especially when that person who hired me has done no ill will to me and myself, why am I going to say no because they did something to you? Granted, depending on the extent of the situation, obviously you don't put yourself in harm's way just for a bag. Put that out there. But if it's just something like emotional beef between certain parties, but you're just there to do your job, why should you stop yourself from getting the job done?
Like, am I supposed to be like, nah, I can't do this because of whatever? Like, I don't care, because
you didn't sign no contract.
Right. If it was the other way around and that person had looked at me and said, hey, I need you to do this, and it made it look like it was something towards somebody else that I had dealt with, I'm still not going to go and say no. Like, because at the end of the day, like, I can have biased opinions and feelings, and I'm not going to sit down here and completely say like there isn't some type of bias in me when it comes to the other party.
Yeah.
I do have a bias towards them, but that's because of how loyal they've been to me, and how if anytime they needed something in my field of expertise, they call my phone.
Exactly.
But it's never been like a choose. It's never been that way. It's just been like, oh, you need me for what I do? Okay, so then holla at me.
Just let me know when you're ready.
It's not like I'm in there doing what they do and then I'm using my mouth.
But even if that's what they do, that's what they do.
That's their business. That's not my business. And I never asked what happened. I never asked what's going on. I just said, all right, well, I'm still here doing my job. So if either or needs, then I will be. But
I'll be here.
Can I say both of them were going to call me at the same time, and one said like, and it was the same date, and one said this, the other one? I won't lie. I'll probably go to the one that's always been solid with me from the beginning.
And then to rearrange it with the other person.
I will give you will get my undivided attention. Like you will get that. First dibs. They have it. They just get that line
like
bypass.
A loyalty program.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? But that doesn't mean anything. So when I saw that I was, and then, the whole like unfollowing thing, I was just like, you know what? Ow, my earring. But yeah, no, I just felt that way. But how do you feel to unintentionally be like unprovoked in the center of a beef? You know how it feels. So how do you feel?
The way how I've been in some things, friends. Lord, this is like a dry cough. Go away. Oh my gosh. Anyways, the way how I've been unintentionally in beef due to the fact that, let's start off with friends. I've been in beef with friends that I didn't necessarily think I was even supposed to be in. I've been in beef because I am friends with somebody and because that person doesn't like that person. So they're just like, well, because you two are brethrens, I'm not talking to you either. But then I'm just like, but wait a minute, bring it back, roll the tape. I thought, okay. And then I just sit back and I just look around and I'm just like, but wait a minute, how can you now put me in a beef and bring me into something that I had nothing to do with? So just because I associate myself with somebody that you have a problem with, you don't want to talk to me? Now tell me how you feel about that before I continue. Like, is that like, am I supposed to be like a little annoyed or upset by the situation, especially when I know you did my friend wrong as well? Or am I just supposed to sit there and cross my arms and be like, well, I guess you never really liked me to begin with then, if it's easy for you to just say, well, bun that girl and insert me into beef.
I think it's better if you stick to your morals and stick to you and be true to who you are and not choose sides. I think that's what you're supposed to do. I think that if if you don't play to both sides, then like you won't have no issue. And it's kind of like I've been in situations where there's people that who don't like each other and I'm cool with both people. I just stay neutral. I don't play sides. It might look like there's some sort of favoritism, especially like if I'm always with one person, but that's just because like we just have a stronger bond, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to feel some way about the person that you don't like.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with them.
Yeah.
But there has been times where I've been friends with girls and they were like, yo, like this person, I don't like this person. And if I go talk to this person, it'll be side eyeing or it'll be like, and like things like that. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm supposed to hate them because you hate them too?
Yeah, depending on, depending, like again to you, but I've seen it happen. And I've seen you get the side eye, and I'm just like, but wait a minute. What am I supposed to do? So because you don't, so I'm supposed to,
yeah, okay. I'm supposed to take on that beef. I'm supposed to fight your battles.
Like I'm not fighting your battles.
No, that has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me.
Please don't mix me.
And it's fine. And it's like I've had friends where they both did not like each other at some point, and they would come to me and both say things about each other. Yep. And then you see the reason why it's not good to be in that position is because then when they become friends again, there's different things that get shifted and worded.
And that's what they do. And then they dash you away. They dash like you were the bad person. That's happened to me,
Yeah, and they dash like me under the bus. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Weren't you the one who called my phone and told me the details of why you don't like this person?
Weren't you in my car talking all that?
And then weren't you the one that was at my kitchen table talking horrible things and I had to tell you not to say those things? Like, come on now. Let's not do that.
But you see, friends like that, they always end up back together to talk about the person that they were talking.
Misery loves company.
There you go. I don't even have to say anything else.
Misery loves company. And that's on that. Because if you have a problem with a friend, then you go talk to them. Now, I'm not going to act like I didn't have a play in it. I should have not said certain things because I was reacting out of emotion towards another friend. Yeah. Because that friend was hurting me. But before this confrontation happened, I was feeling some type of way about this person, but I never said anything due to the circumstances. So that was my fault. And I played a role in that too. So that's why I say, like, it's good to not play both sides. It's good to stay neutral. It's good to stick to your morals.
But it's hard because, like, for instance, like when I'm in a situation like with you now, and like you're my sister, and there's certain people who you might not be their cup of tea, and like they never did anything to me. It's kind of just like, for me, I had to figure out, well, am I going to be loyal to my sister because that's my sister, or should I not talk to this person? And to be honest with you, like when certain people would insert me into things that they had with you, I didn't really care because to be honest with you, I probably didn't even like you that much. If I'm being this is no tea, no shade. I probably didn't because I'm like, at the end of the day, if you have a situation with my sister, that's with you and my sister. Don't mix me and then try to come make fake beef with me and give me side eye and treat me away because you have beef with my sister. Yeah, leave me out of it. Yeah, keep all that energy to yourself. And that's what people like to do. That they have a problem with one person and they want to have a problem with everybody, and they'll give you the side eye and it's like, wait a minute, I didn't hurt your feelings. So don't look at me. Now you're trying to make something out of nothing. Don't do that. Yeah, no. Don't do that.
We don't like that.
We don't like that because it's unnecessary beef.
I was just about to say that. I was going to say it's unnecessary. Like, I think that's stupid. I think that when you insert yourself in someone else's drama. It's like, for why? And if I'm somebody who's neutral, like, I want to stay that way. I don't want to feel like I have to pick sides. And then I've also been in situations where I'm friends with somebody who is really, really good friends with somebody who does not like me. And that friend said, like, listen, like, that's my friend. She's never done anything to me. Like, you can have your opinions, but like, that's my friend, And like, I didn't experience that with her, and she hasn't shown me that. And what it like, and on top of that, I have not been one to stray away from my
But
past.
also the timeline of said situation
It's
is
long
very
time
long,
ago. Yeah.
is very
And then
separated.
on top of that, it's like, yeah, I let my friend know. She knows exactly what it is. I told her everything. I didn't hide nothing from her. I said, yo, I used to be like this. I used to be like that. I used to be a toxic human being. I just used to love to be in a problem. I was problematic.
Yeah.
And I didn't stray away from beef. I didn't stray away from swinging. Like, that's how I was.
You were young.
But you see, the thing is that, like, this individual doesn't like me based off of things that they heard. I have never had an encounter with this person. She heard something from somebody else, and that,
Is the narrative that she
yeah,
has of you.
and that person heard things from somebody that I don't have any relations with anymore, and that was very toxic. So when you sprinkle down and plus add on to the bull crap that I was doing, then I can see why you can form an opinion. But you can't form an opinion of me from 2014 and we're in 2022.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't keep that same opinion on me because you don't know me.
But you didn't even know me then.
Yeah, you didn't know me then, you don't know me now. So why do you feel like you hold the power to hold
Why are
a
you
judgment
comfortable to
towards
hold a
me
judgment
and
towards me? You don't
talk
even know
about me
me.
and say something negative about me when I've never even said 5 words to you besides, hi, my name is?
And even then.
Like, that's all it is. Like, do what you want, but it's like, yo, like, don't make my friend have to choose or can't bring, because I felt bad for my friend. And again, like, I know and I respect the friendship that my friend has with this person, but I'm not going to go look at my friend and be like, well, you got to choose now because obviously, and I've been upfront. Like,
Yeah.
why? I felt bad. I said, I'm sorry that, like, I'm, if you want me to, and she's like, no, why would you feel like you have to
Like,
remove yourself?
I've been in a situation where a friend of mine was friends with somebody that I personally didn't care for, I should say. I shouldn't really say like, because I didn't necessarily know this person on a personal level. We just had dislike for each other just due to a common denominator, right? And this person was friends with this person even before I was friends with her. So when they were still friends and me and this girl were getting close, I wasn't telling her not to be friends with this person because that's not my place. You and I just started this friendship, but you see her certain ways. So just be careful.
Yeah.
And I know it might sound biased because I don't like this person for other reasons, but this is what it is. Fast forward now, they're cool, but they're not as close as me and my friend are. And it's not like a more so of a I told you moment. It's just like I use myself in that situation to not say, hey, well, you better choose between me or her because I'm not going to be friends with you because you're friends with her. No, I do
And
what you
it's
gotta do.
okay to warn your friend, like, hey, like, I heard this about this person, and it's like, just giving you a heads up. And then that person can either respond with, yeah, like, I know about that, or,
I'll wait till she does me
like,
something.
honestly, I'm a person that is judgmental free. I don't want to judge you, and unless it's not done to me, I'm not going to do it. But thanks for the heads up, and like, yeah, I'll keep that in the back of my membrane, but like, I'm not gonna use it against them.
Yeah.
If it ends there, it ends there. But like, it shouldn't be like when we're in the same room, it's disrespect.
We're all adults here. We
Like,
shouldn't
it's
be
adults.
doing that.
Yeah, like, if you don't have to like me to hello everyone, hello, how you doing? Like, like, just to be cordial in a room for somebody that we
Full of
both care
people.
about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is what I mean. Like, use whatever you want, say whatever you want. I can't change anybody's opinion of me. You can't change anybody's opinion of you. We can't do that. But at the end of the day, if we share a mutual friend, like I said, stick to your morals, be neutral, don't play both sides, and be cordial.
Mind your business.
That's it.
If you weren't around for the drama, you weren't around for the mix up, you weren't around for the gossip.
Maybe they were around, but they were around on that side, but I don't know you.
Sorry, either or, whether you were around or not, unless you were directly in it and you know these people involved,
just
don't mix up yourself.
Don't mix yourself into
just stay to
it.
the side, because at the end of the day, everything is broken telephone, because I can tell you something
That
Then
I
you go
heard.
tell something, and then you go tell John Brown go tell Chris Brown, then Chris Brown go tell Shelby, and then
And
everything is just
everybody
a
has
telephone.
dirty laundry, and everybody knows something
Exactly.
on somebody. And the same feelings you have about me is the
It's,
same thing that I can say that I know something that you
exactly.
don't know.
Exactly.
And I'm not necessarily saying that that's a situation,
No, but it's
but
just,
that's what could be said.
and everything is broken telephone, because as soon as you tell somebody something, it's not going to be word for word what you said.
Yeah.
So it's going to be played into a different narrative, because somebody's going to twist up your words because they're not going to remember what you said. And then they're going to be like, well, it was something along the lines of, and when you get one of those, you already know it's going downhill from then. And that it's sometimes they'll take a small thing and make it into something bigger. So it's just easy for you to just mind your business and stay out the people problem.
So looking back on things, right? How you handled certain things where people didn't like me and they were doing
Oh,
things and
gosh.
all that stuff. Like, would you change how you handled certain situations? Because like we don't need to sugarcoat it.
No,
I've been
you've
you
been very
know.
vocal about your feelings towards certain things that I've done, and I don't think I would necessarily change it, only because the time of my life and my age, I was very young, so I didn't really understand as
Yeah.
to why I couldn't do certain things, because as everybody knows and as I've been saying, I'm a very neutral person. I don't like confrontation, I don't like mix up, I don't like that. So if I'm not involved in something, and I never really understood that maybe, well, because this is like more so like your family, that's the situation, you should move a little different. But I was just thinking, well, I'm not involved, so don't mix me.
Don't mix me. Yeah.
But because it was a different dynamic, because you're my sister and you're not just a friend, it's kind of like I had to pay more attention to what was going on. And like I didn't handle the situation at the time as well as I could have. And it wasn't until later on where I was starting to see certain things, and I was just like, no, we're not doing this. And like,
Yeah.
I don't like this. And like, you did voice certain opinions, and I did, at first I didn't really take it in. And then after I did, because things were happening, and I'm just like, why? And it just felt unnecessary. And I was just like, honestly, you don't have to be cool with everybody. You don't have to.
I don't think I was, sorry, not to cut you, but I don't think I was voicing opinions. I think I was voicing concerns.
Yeah.
And I think it was more so concerned because being around or seeing that individual like was very triggering for me. So to know that like you could be okay or neutral with somebody who did something to me that was triggering was like, why? And then on top of that, it's on me as well, because it's not like I didn't go back and forth with that person too.
Yeah.
But in the moments where like I felt like I was being shitted on, or sorry, I can't cuss, but in the moments where I knew that I was being disrespected and like I didn't do anything and like I didn't deserve it. And like that point, that was where like I was like, why are you still
I
cool
think
with
it
this
was
person?
because I didn't really fully understand the dynamics of the situation. And like, I was hearing so many different stories. So it was just kind of just like, I was like, well, like, I don't want to be involved. I want to be neutral. So I'll be cool with you. It wasn't until, jeez. It wasn't until like after the fact where I started to see how this person was behaving. And I was just like, I don't like this. And
So
I'm now starting to see.
did you not believe my
I don't
story?
think I necessarily didn't believe you, but I just think because of everybody was, I was hearing a lot of different narratives of the situation, and because I thought I could trust this person, it was hard. And I, like friends, like how we were talking about how friends could be family, I really considered this person very close to me. So I was like, so why would this person say certain things? But then why is she saying certain things? And then I was just trying to be neutral. I was literally just trying to be neutral the whole time, but then realizing that maybe this person is the toxic person.
Do you think that that person was also manipulating you?
Yeah.
Because you notice how like you said that like I stayed neutral and this person can come to me. Do you notice every time that that person contacted me, they went through you to me?
Yeah.
So you understand how that's why that hurt me
Yeah.
in different ways.
And I think also like it was a point in time I think I was like in my early 20s or like younger than that, and I didn't really know, like I didn't understand. If I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really get it, because I'm just like, well, I'm just trying to be neutral and stay out of mix up, so I'll be over here. Now that I'm older and I've seen certain things happen, me now wouldn't have done what I was doing back then. I would have done things way different. And I would have cut you off with it in an instant. Not you, but I would have cut the person off with an instant and just said, you know what, done that.
Yeah.
But me then didn't move like that.
Yeah.
How I move now. And I definitely would have done things a little differently. And then now, looking back on the situation, I'm just like, not for me.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't do that again. And to be honest, after everything, and even not just with that person, just with everybody, I'm just like, bro, as much as she's my sister and as much as you guys might not, she might not be your favorite person, nowadays with everybody, don't get disrespectful. If you feel a way about my sister, just don't talk to me, period.
Yeah.
And I feel like that it's no beef, it's just for me, it just makes it easier for me, because then I don't have to be like, well, like, you're a nice person, but like, you don't like my sister, why am I talking to you, type thing.
Yeah, because like it's not even that. They can be nice and not talk to me, but it's like when you start disrespecting me and like saying things to my
But then
sister
talking
about
to
me
me,
and then
yeah, like,
talking
that's
to my
dumb.
sister about me. That was one thing I never understood. I was like, if you don't like me, why the heck are you going to the one person that's going to tell me
Telling
everything
you
you're
everything.
saying? And it's like
Exactly.
that's what they wanted.
But no, they wanted that.
They wanted
because they knew I would.
they wanted the message to come
Yeah.
from you to me.
Yeah.
And they knew you would tell me. And then it's like when, oh, well, your sister said this and I'm like, even I felt the need. I'm like, yo, why are you telling me about my sister? My sister's a big woman. Like she's a big girl. If my sister did something that you didn't like, go take it up with my sister. Now, when I say go take it up, have a conversation, be an adult. Now I'm not gonna go say take it up with my sister and then something else happens. Obviously, I'm gonna stand up for my sister. You're my sister. You're my family. You're my blood. Like I will swing. Like
Facts.
so, it doesn't matter. Like no hesitation. I'll knock you the f out. But like if it's something where even when you're wrong, even with me, even if both of us are wrong, we have never been afraid or strayed away from calling each other out on the BS.
I've grown with that because I never used to do it before.
Yeah.
But I've grown up now, and I would tell you, Cheyenne, that ain't it. Cheyenne, don't approach a situation like that. Even in current events in your life, you've changed your ways and said, I'm going to deal with it this way. And I'm like, what do you mean you're going to do it that way?
I know you're like, so you don't want to do this?
You want to run out?
You don't want to do that? Like, we can't just fight?
We can't just fight?
Yo, bro, let's go do this.
After I just said I don't like confrontation, but that's besides the point. But
no, but it's true.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like but people don't know you like that. People will just leave the narrative that they've had of you from whenever they met you and stick with that narrative and run with it. They don't care what you're doing now.
Yeah.
They'll always be like, well, she did this back in this, and how does she have this, and da-da-da-da, she was this back then. And they're going to stick with that.
But that's not how, exactly. But
and those
people elevate and they grow.
But that's why those people who think of you in those ways are not in your life.
Yeah, for damn good reasons. I don't want you there. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I used to be like tiptoe around it. No, I don't want to be friends with none of you guys. I'm okay.
And you used to care a lot, and you've changed your ways because you always wanted. I feel like there was a point, not wanted, but I think you just wanted to be cool with everybody.
I was a people pleaser.
Yeah, and you wanted everybody to just be like.
Yeah, I wanted to just fix things. I wanted everybody to like me.
Yeah,
I don't give two mama bamba. You know the rest. I'm not doing it. I don't care.
We don't need to do that now.
I'm good.
You're fine.
And I took on I took on somebody else's problem that I don't talk to anymore. And it was something that happened that was serious. My opinion of you, if that happened or if not, the fact that there was a narrative of that happened, like it'll stick with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm still not going to go fight that person's battles anymore. And that's why I understand why some people just choose to be neutral, because you never know. If I go and take on your beef and then me and you are not friends anymore, and then I cut off this person, then it makes me look stupid.
Yeah, and then the person that they had beef is going to remember that you inserted yourself in the beef.
Yeah, you inserted.
So then now you created beef for yourself.
With that person. So now it's a three-way beef.
So it's just like, wait a minute, like, why did I do that?
That's why I'm saying, like, just sit out and mind your business. It's that simple. And I never understood why it was something that had to be that way. I never understood why people who don't know about a situation would insert themselves in the beef.
Because in the times that we were going through all of these things, Twitter and stuff was very heavy. So, and that's what everybody would air out your business on Twitter.
Twitter is a toxic ass place.
Like, that's where it was. And that's where you knew everybody's business, because if somebody was beefing with somebody, you saw it on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, that's why everybody wanted to be that quote unquote people pleaser. Everybody knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody.
Yeah.
So whether you knew that person or not, you saw their business on the timeline.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how everything just kind of trickled and stayed together. Them times is over with, guys.
Yeah.
Just mind your business, do what you have to do. And if you don't like somebody, then just don't like them. But be by yourself.
Right? And I've never been the person to be like, oh, like on site. First of all,
if you're saying on site,
people have said on site to me, and I've seen them on site, and it's just been site. There's nothing that's been on. There's nothing that's happened. And I'm not saying that I'm inviting that, but it's
No, we're
like,
not about that energy. But it's like,
don't
don't say
don't
that
say
because
that. Just know that you're gonna see me, we're just gonna walk past
and
each
be
other like we
careful
don't
who
know
you
each
say
other.
that to, because there's people when you say on site,
They'll be prepared
they'll
to see
be on
that.
site.
What do you think happened with the baby and the man?
Okay, don't
The
be
man
saying
said
on
on
site.
site,
Yeah,
screaming, crying,
yeah.
said that, yo, when I see you, and when you saw him, you got nervous, and now
You
you're
can't do
screaming
that.
the boy who cried wolf.
Yep, you can't do
You can't
that.
do that. Like, and then now mind you, there's some of you that if it is on site, like, I'm ready, but I'm not inviting that. I will defend myself. I'm ready to defend myself. I will never go out looking for problems. I will never go out of my way to look for problems. But if you are somebody who hurt me, you are somebody who disrespected me, unprovoked, no reason, chose that because of whoever you're laying in bed with, that's your decision. I'm never going to put my hands on you, but I promise you it's going to cut you deeper when I walk past you and I see through you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you don't. It doesn't even need to be an on-site thing. Because I'll just ignore you like I don't know you.
Yeah, I don't know you.
And I'll walk past you like a stranger. And that's what it is. Be careful what you wish for, friends. Be careful what you say, because when you bring these on-site talks, there'll be people in this world who will actually bring that. They don't care if you're ready or not. They'll just do what they have to do and cut, and not business. And be like, well, I did what I had to do because you said on-site, so I brought it. Conversation done. There's no long talking.
So, going back to everything and like seeing things from this perspective, you understand that like your loyalty is everything now.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And at the end of the day, because I have limited amount of friends and I have a limited amount of people around me, I don't need validation from those people that I thought that maybe I did need validation from, or maybe I did care if they talked to me or not. Own business.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, yeah, you have done some things, but you're my sister and you'll always be here and they won't be.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, yo, fix up.
But if I was still acting that way, I don't think that you and I would be as close.
We
as
wouldn't
we
be
are.
as close. No, we most definitely would not.
I wouldn't be that way because you would be fed up.
Yeah. And they don't even know that I was fed up.
There was one point in time where you looked at me and you said, yo, like, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm tired.
You do this again, I'm done. You will never talk to me again.
Yeah.
Like,
and that was just out of love.
Yeah.
And then look.
And then that was
here we are.
And that's where it was. And that's why I was like, man.
I got her initials tatted on my arm, baby.
Man, I was like, yo, my sister really looked at me and said, if I do this one more time, she's gonna be done with
me. I had to.
So
I was doing that because I cared about you.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I need you to fix up for you.
Yeah.
I stopped worrying about what other people around you think, and who cares what they have to say about you, because they don't matter.
No, I don't care. I used to care so much, but I don't care.
And then now look where you are.
I don't care. And it's like, another thing that gets me too is like when people feel like they can come say hi to you and then like walk past me. Like, yo, if you see my sister on the ones, go say hi to her.
Yeah, but if you see me with my sister,
don't
quick
come
PSA,
like,
please don't say that.
Yeah, like don't
and even
get
then,
that way. Like,
if I don't say hi to you, just don't
say hi to
really
me.
Say
and
hi
like, don't use that. You see, that's what I'm trying to say. People do things through.
And I don't think that they're genuinely even saying hi to me. I think they just want to be
do
around
that. That's
you.
what I'm trying to say. That because they want me to see
they
that
want
you're
you
gonna
to
come up to them. One of these days, I'm gonna stiff arm you niggas. Sorry, I know I can't be cussing because ads. I'm gonna stiff arm you n-words. I'm gonna stiff arm you. Come say hi to my sister, and I'm standing right there and look me in my eye. I'm gonna stiff arm you.
That's like you. Well, I don't have a man, but that's like you. You don't mess with me, but you know my man, and you're gonna stiff. You're gonna walk past me.
Do you remember that happened?
Yeah, you can't do that.
My man looked at him and said, "Yo, they're over there."
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't come say hi to the man that I introduced you to.
Don't do that. Yo, I'm a person of that.
I mean?
Quick PSA: if I introduce you to somebody and you and I don't speak, don't say hi to that person after you don't check for me. Don't do that, because you and that person have no relationship.
Not the
Thank
relationship.
you very much. That you might not agree, folks, but I think if I introduce you to somebody and you don't mess with me, don't talk to that person I introduced you to.
Yeah.
You and that person are no longer friends, no longer acquainted, because the common denominator is me, and you don't check for me, so don't talk to them.
So because somebody introduced you to you introduced someone to a friend, and you and that friend are no longer friends anymore.
You can't talk to them.
Are they allowed to?
Nope. Because what type of friendship do you guys need to have?
Okay. If they weren't friends already.
If you weren't friends already, what friendship do you need to make?
But if you introduced me to this person and I created a bond with them, and we were all friends together,
you can be respectful, but why you guys bedrooms? Depending on the situation. Okay, backtrack. Depending on the situation, yes and no.
I think you can.
Depends the
I think
it
you
depends the
can.
dynamic of the
I think
relationship
I think it's
or
like
the
if it's
situation.
friends or if it, whatever. Like I think if it's friends where there's no relationship, there's no man
Yeah.
and woman, umana, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then I can understand that. But like if you're my man and I introduce you to my man and then you don't talk to me and you go say hi to my man, I'm a stiff arm you.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's
So
what I
that's
mean.
what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
That
But
situation.
if
Yeah,
it's like friends, and
if
I
it's
know that's what
friends,
you were referring to,
yeah.
but if it's friends who met friends who met friends and we
Yeah,
created a friendship, like I don't care.
I'll say what up.
Yeah, like
But
you
like,
know,
we're not gonna hang out.
don't use me or don't use someone to get through to me to send a message to me that I don't F with you.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just don't F with me. And if you see me with my sister and you see my sister and I standing together, don't feel that you can come disrespect yourself and come stand
Like
up and go and say hi to my
if you still
sister
have these
on a a normal day when you wouldn't say nothing to my sister. I'm looking at both cameras. And a normal day when you wouldn't say something to my sister, don't come say something to my sister because you see me there and you will have a point to prove. Move your backside.
There's no point to prove.
Move. Go say hi to my sister when she's on her ones. Go say hi to my sister when she's at the bar by the
And
buying a
also
juice.
another quick PSA for you folks: please, if you see me on my ones, don't ask me how my sister's doing, especially if you don't talk to her. Please don't.
Child.
Don't ask me how she's doing. Don't ask me how she's doing.
Let me tell you something.
Don't ask me how she's doing, please. Because if you cared, you wouldn't have to ask me. I don't think it's the polite thing to do. Don't ask.
Don't ask nothing.
You're doing yourself a favor and me by not asking about her.
Listen, especially when I
not
cut
the gun
you
fingers.
off. Listen,
not the gun fingers.
When I cut you off, bro, and you see my family, you know what? I can understand. You know, manas I respect Caribbean. You see my mom.
Yeah, you say hi, hello.
You say hi. Just keep it short and sweet. Don't ask about me. Don't ask nothing about you. Ain't nobody asking you about me. Ain't nobody asking me about you. Please, I beg, say hello to my mother. Shake her hand. Be like, you look good. Walk good, baby, and walk forward and walk straight. Don't do that. Don't do that. I can't even speak because I'm cheese. Don't do that. There's a certain piece of people that if you see, I'm gonna say it loud and proud with my chest because I don't business. If you see my mother out Pond Road, go and say hi to my mom. Go say hello. How you doing? You look good. Yes.
You're okay.
You're okay.
Yeah.
How's your health? How's your wealth? You all right? Good. That's it. Don't go to my mom and go ask my mom how I'm doing. You know how stupid that sounds? Especially when you... anyways, we're not going to get into that because that situation's been...
See how the quick PSA just turned into a whole speech.
Yeah, I know. I just had to say that.
But moral of the story is, friends, mind your business, drink your water, stay out of people's business, and live your best life.
There's no beef.
There's no beef.
That's the moral of the damn story.
Yeah, that too.
There's no beef.
There never was.
There's absolutely no beef.
Yeah.
People just grew apart. People just don't talk to each other, and that's okay.
Let it be that. Let it stop.
Way.
Stop always making it seem that because somebody doesn't talk to somebody, there's beef.
There's absolutely no beef. I just don't talk to that person.
We just don't talk.
That's it. There's no beef. The timing is or whatever. Like no, I just
and it's okay for some people to grow apart.
That's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Just keep it cordial.
Some people are here for your life in your life for a season and a reason, and that's it.
I have all the reasons around me, and the season's done gone. It's just outside getting warmer.
See it there? All right. Well, give thanks for the for the episode and listening people and watching.
Oh man, thank you. I got a lot of editing to do, man.
Facts.
Holy! Thank you so much for listening to the episode, watching this episode. If this episode, you felt this episode, if it touched you in any way, please make sure you follow us, CheyTea Podcast, on Instagram and on TikTok, on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. You will find all of our previous episodes and our latest episodes there. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, friends. All the content is coming. We're just piling it up and then we're going to put it all out so that we have a good schedule and everything is there for you. Please make sure you follow Miss
Leonora. You already know.
And that's on the Instagrams.
Oh yeah, I should say that. That's on Instagram. Thanks. Appreciate you all.
Yes. Follow us and we'll see you in the next episode, baby, because we're here outside.
Also,
period.
Me and my Devaney shirt, the girl who sings our intro song.
That's my friend. Shout out to
The song is called Think of You.
I miss you.
Love you
Don't
so much.
worry. The music is coming. The music is coming. The music is coming, friends. She is getting inspired. She's working. And you already know you have my heart, girl. I love you, boo.
Yes.
All right. Peace out. Over and out, friends. How y'all doing tonight?